always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. So here's Miami's starting group. Trevor Ariza out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. Misses from close range. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Schroeder, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion? Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Miami shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Drummond goes back up. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Nunn finds Robinson. Buries the long-range jumper.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's Robinson. The pass to Nunn. Here's Butler. Good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Miami's ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Inside. Bucket is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lakers trail by 10. Right side Davis. And they double up Davis over Ariza. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Ariza.
Well, you can see that AD was trying to bait the defense into jumping first. He wisely gets the contact and marches himself straight to the foul line.
And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, AD, such a soft-spoken guy. He does a lot of work in the offseason to improve every facet of his game, and then steps in with tremendous confidence every season to show off all the hard work that he's put in.
Here's James. Count that one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
None passes to Adebayo. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And good that time.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Heat with some changes. It's Bielitsa. The Lakers with the rebound. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Iguodala outside. Here's Achua. Good D by Gasol. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. Iguodala against Kuzma. And it's Iguodala missing. Lakers trail by 7. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gets the pass to Achua. Over to the left wing. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Buries it from three-point range.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Tries again. Kuzma pulls it in. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Iguodala with the steal. Pull up Jay. And Bielitsa kicks to Iguodala. Over Harrell. And there's another one for the Heat.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pulls it up. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Right side Gasol shoots over Achua. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Heat leading by 14. Here's Iguodala. Second chance effort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
On the free throw, no good. Here's Horton Tucker. No good that time. And so it's the Miami Heat in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to...
For me, it's super cool.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero. Bielica is out there with Achua. Then there's Dragic, and it's Strus in at the 3 spot. The shot's good from Kuzma. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Both teams will make substitutions. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's Ariza in the corner. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. Lakers trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shot from 16. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Schroeder against none. Loads it up for Adebayo, and stolen by LeBron. Schroeder against none. And the shot is good.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Schroeder passes to Davis. The feed now to Drummond. Throws up the baseline. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Drummond's got his second basket. Outside Butler. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
Greg, going back to Jimmy Butler, it felt like each series he had a few big shots.
I mean, everything you want from your leader. The big shots, motivating others, setting an example with his play. Butler played as well as any leader in the postseason.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat.
Hear about it much, but players who've had 5 or 6 seasons in the league, you wonder where their motivation comes from. Remember, Jimmy, the last pick in the first round in that 2011 draft. Maybe that edge is still there.
Here's Adebayo.
You try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Here's Davis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Davis has got 5 points so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Nunn. Ariza trying to break loose. Nunn, that's good. And the Heat lead by 20.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Here's Schroeder. Good D by Ariza.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Nunn one against Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. He's got 6.
Schroeder playing with some tenacity in this one. He is not letting the defense dictate where it is that he's going, and he's scoring through contact.
Here's none. It's deflected. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Los Angeles. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for the Heat. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Goran Dragic is checked in for Kendrick Nunn. And so Butler nails both of them. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Dragic with it. Gasol covering. Adebayo kicks to Iguodala. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Iguodala's got 6.
Iguodala is so skilled down low, playing his cards right that time and laying them on the table.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Bielitsa comes in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. The dunk by Achua.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Here's Horton Tucker. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
That's good from Hero.
Tyler Hero's assimilation into the NBA was pretty smooth, as he went from Kentucky in a system in which he got to run around off screens and shoot the ball to one that allowed him to do that in his rookie season. That's given him a lot of confidence.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Well, there's no doubt that the way that Montrezl Harrell approaches the game, he is the heartbeat of a lot of the minutes that he's on the floor for any club.
And so it's the Miami Heat cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by 8. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And here is Los Angeles now. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Pass to Morris. Over Ariza. The shot comes out. And the Heat going the other way now.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
Down low, here's Morris. Ariza with the rebound.
Oh, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Ugh, ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Heat have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Count it. Good.
Timeout.
Robinson's got 7 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name, though.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, Bam just not out there to be a rim protector, that time with good hands to get the steal.
Lakers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. They get it again. Kuzma, another shot, and he lays it up and in. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Loads it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Kuzma outside. From about 16, Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. None wide open. Offensive rebound Heat. He goes up again. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 19 points.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, GA. Yep, that one goes.
You can't fault the defensive effort there. At times, Kuzma's just too talented a scorer on the drive.
Passes to Butler. Top of the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Trevor Ariza. Heroes checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. The first one falls.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
The Heat making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Drummond to the wing right side. And here's Bielitsa for three. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 8.
How about that? Bielitsa rising up and firing. That's a confident looking shot.
The Lakers shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Will it go? And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Hero passes to Dragic. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And a miss there on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Davis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Just awesome aggressiveness by Davis there to force the issue on that shot.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. That one misses. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
And it's Drummond missing. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And that one falls for Dragic.